In this short video we'll be looking at factorising a quadratic expression. So just quickly to explain, a quadratic expression is any expression that has an x squared as its highest power. So here's an example. This is called a quadratic trinomial because it has sort of three parts added together, where the highest power of x is x squared. And the task of factorising, well, factors when you're factorising things, a number, say the number 5, okay, the factors of 5 are 1 and 5, two numbers that multiply together to make 5. The factors of 15 is 1 and 15, or 3 and 5, both pairs that multiply together to make the number. So here what we're wanting is two algebraic expressions that multiply together to make x squared plus 6x plus 8. So we're going to get them sort of in two expressions in brackets. So it's an algorithmic process, sort of a straightforward process which involves you looking at the numbers that you have here. So there's an invisible 1 here, there's a plus 6 and there's a plus 8. So we take the two outside numbers, so that invisible 1 and 8, we multiply them together and we get 8. And if we take the middle number, the x coefficient, and that's 6, and we just write that one down. So these are our two guide numbers. And what we want to say to ourselves is what two numbers multiply together to make 8 and add together to make 6. So you think of the factors of 8. Well, you've got 1 and 8 multiplied together to make 8. You've got 2 and 4 that multiply together to make 8. You also should point out you have minus 1 and minus 8, because two minuses multiplied together to make positive, and we've got minus 2 and minus 4. Now in this case those aren't important because the pair that add together to make 6 is 2 and 4. So that's the pair we're going to use here. And what we're trying to get is two numbers that will allow us to split up our x term. We want to split this up into two separate x terms. So we've got plus 2x and we've got plus 4x. We then take the x squared term as before, it's just there at the beginning, and we take the 8 at the end. So rather than having three terms added together, we have four terms: x squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 8. So now we take the first two terms and factorise them. So what common factor of x squared and 2x? Well, x is, so x comes outside as a common factor. And we say to ourselves, well, what do we multiply by x to make x squared? Well, it's going to be x. And what do we multiply by x to get 2x? Well, it's going to be plus 2. Likewise, in the second pair, we have 4x and plus 8. So what's the common factor of 4x and 8? Well, 4 goes into 4x and 4 goes into 8. So we have plus 4 as a common factor. And inside the brackets we say to ourselves, okay, what do we multiply by 4 to get 4x? This can be x. And what do we multiply by 4 to get 8? Well, it's plus 2. Now we notice that what is inside the brackets is the same. That's what we want. If you didn't get that, then we probably made some mistake. And since now x plus 2 is a common factor, i.e. x plus 2 multiplied by x and x plus 2 multiplied by 4, x plus 2 is a common factor, and in a set of brackets we can say to ourselves, right, what do we multiply by x plus 2 to get this expression here? Well, it's x. And what do we multiply by x plus 2 here to get this entire expression? Well, it's the plus 4. So our final answer is x plus 2, x plus 4. And we have our two expressions in brackets multiplied together. We have factorised this string of three things added together, the sum of these three items, and we've now got it written as the multiplication, the product of two expressions. And this method works every single time. If you follow the process as described, it works every single time. I'll do a few more videos of a variety of different questions, also involving negatives, and together they'll make up the full selection of questions that you might get.